This is a special edition of Local 3 News, Storm Alert Weather Day.
Good afternoon, guys. 1:52 is your time. We've had rain and some storms work their way through. You could hear that rain and see that hail here at the Local 3 studio, but large portions of our region are under a marginal. That's a 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. This is on the low end of scale, and we're really not looking at any type of tornado threat. So this really is just more of a precautionary thing, but we have already seen heavy winds, heavy rain, a good deal of hail, and also lightning. So this has been occurring from it started around 12:30 p.m. and it continues to linger on through the afternoon. There is a special weather statement that is in effect for a large portion of our viewing area here. So this is covering areas such as Chattanooga, Middle Valley, Saudi Daisy, starting to push out of those areas, heading into Ottawa, Cleveland. It's going to start working its way into these areas next. Now, there has been some hail associated with this storm. We've had lots of heavy winds, I believe in excess of about 30, 45 miles per hour. So here you can see we've got a little bit of a hail core here working its way outside of Ottawa here in that purple. That's where you can see that hail. We had some hail previously in the Chattanooga area, areas such as Lookout Mountain in Tennessee and in Georgia. Other than that, I'm not seeing as much on the map, but still, you guys could see some hail that radar is not picking up. So here is a look at that severe weather outlook. These areas in that dark green are the areas where severe weather could potentially happen. But again, it's marginal, 1 out of 5. It is on the low end of that scale. We have not seen any severe warned storms as of yet, and I'm suspecting that we likely won't, as I think these storms are going to continue to weaken as they work their way through. So quite a large area that we are continuing to keep an eye on. Here's a look at where we could potentially see damaging winds, and you'll notice it pretty much all just lines up to where we were looking at that severe weather risk. We are not looking at any risk for tornadoes. We did have a small portion that was looking at that 2% hatch, but that has been discontinued by the Storm Prediction Center, which is wonderful news. Again, biggest threats are just going to be straight line winds and a little bit of that hail, lightning. Make sure if you hear that lightning, you're heading inside. So here's a look heading forward in time. So we got a large swath of this area due to that cold front. So moving into areas such as, just over to our east here. This is going to continue after that initial line works through. We still could see some lighter showers and rain work its way through. And this is going to continue into the evening hours. Will then quickly dry up. We're not going to look at any more severe weather for the next several days, or at least, I don't think it's going to be raining for the next several days. And then going ahead more in time, things are going to dry out and continue to clear up and cool off. So overall, the rainfall amounts are very negligible. They've had a lot of heavy rain at once, but it moved through very quickly. So not really going to see a lot in regards to our accumulation amounts. But again, always, you can download the Local 3 weather app. It's a great tool to have, easy to use. You can just scan this QR code or look up the Local 3 weather app on the App Store. And then taking a look at right now, this is our Creative Discovery Museum camera. So lots of rain working its way through downtown Chattanooga. Doesn't sound quite as heavy as it was before, because when I had my last cut in, the rain was pouring down. But overall, today, expect it to be wet. We're looking at warmer temperatures of around 70 degrees. And of course, we had some very thick, soupy fog earlier this morning. It looks like the rain is really going to push that out. But after these storms work through, just expect it to continue to be wet for the rest of this evening. But so again, a wet day today, leading into drier conditions really for the rest of the week. We're also going to cool off quite substantially. This cold front is a strong cold front, and it's going to drop our temperatures down back into the 30s and eventually the 20s as we head into next weekend. I'll be going live on Facebook just momentarily. We'll continue to keep you updated.